more people than ever are looking online for alternative sources of income. More importantly, people are looking for alternatives that allow them to comfortably make their own decisions about where and with whom they spend their time. Fortunately, Unicity International offers a solution that allows people to become digital-based entrepreneurs with a product offering that is both timely and proven. In the health and wellness industry, not all companies are created equal. Companies come and go, often offering a smattering of unproven products that don't hold consumer interest or make a significant long-term impact on health. Those companies don't have the financial health, longevity, or infrastructure to help people build a future. But Unicity does. 0 debt, 3 manufacturing facilities, 5 R&D science labs, proven quality assurance practices, more than 60 countries, and a team that's dedicated to helping you every step of the way. By combining Unicity's unique attributes with your online expertise, you can make additional income simply by doing what you do best, digitally connecting with others and sharing what you're passionate about. So, for those interested in positively impacting their own health and the health of others, for those looking for the flexibility to earn additional income on the side, or to eventually transition to their own full-time business with little startup risk, for those looking for a way to live better and create their own new normal with a business they own and can conduct from anywhere, Unicity is the right company. And this is the right time for you.
Welcome, 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 everybody. Welcome. How's everybody doing? Happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday. If you have the ability to turn your cameras on, we get the maximum engagement that way. That way we get a chance to see your beautiful faces and see everybody's ready to get going. If you do have any background music on, we just ask that you go ahead and just make sure you mute that so we don't have any distractions during this amazing presentation. We were going to be with you probably another 28 to 30 minutes, probably 30 minutes max. We're going to give you some incredible information. We believe that with your permission, at the end of this call, it will change your life. I'm telling you right now, it will change your life. It changed my life so much. I'm going to go around the horn and just allow a couple of our distributors to say hello to me and welcome any guests they have. Robert Lane, let's go ahead and unmute yourself. Say hello to any guests that you may have here.
Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing tonight? I don't think I got any guests, Coach.
All right, let's go ahead and go out to Reggie Crocker. Reggie, go ahead and unmute yourself. Say hello to any guests you may have tonight. All righty. All right, we'll come back to Reggie there. He'll unmute himself. Eddie, Eddie wants to go ahead and unmute yourself. Say hello, any guests you have. 1 second, Reggie.
Yeah, click on that.
One, I recognize the telephone number, but I don't know the name behind it. I'm expecting probably about 8 or 9 people.
Awesome. We'll be coming in here. Well, let's go ahead and welcome our Reggie. Go ahead and unmute yourself. Say hello, any guests you may have.
No, I don't have no guests right now.
All righty. Dennis, any guests you may have. Say hello.
Hello, Coach. Hello, everybody. Coach, no one showed up yet. Still hoping.
Awesome. They're coming. They're on their way. All righty. Miss Rasheeda, I know there may be another, forgive me if I'm omitting any other distributors here that are around the country that are on this call that have welcome guests. Please forgive me. But I want to tell you guys, I met this young lady last July in person. She knows 100% of the facts about the system. She's a lot of fun to be around. She's not the same person I met almost over a year ago, but she's doing mighty fine. Let's say it like this. She's doing mighty fine, mighty fine. And she's having, and let me say, she's looking fine. Okay. Anybody that's out there that's single, no, let me say, keep this, keep this business going here. Let's keep this business going. I want to welcome everybody to our Thursday call. Miss Rasheeda Ali, she knows 100% of the facts about the system. She is going to go ahead and unmute herself. Say hello, any guests she has.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you so much. I would like to welcome my guests, Carolyn Thomas and James Thomas. Thank you guys for coming on. And I don't know that phone number either, Eddie, but if it's, you know me, I will claim it. 706-576. Thank you to my guests for coming on. Thank you.
All righty. All righty. So I want to do this real quick, you guys. The chat is open right now. If everybody can go ahead and type in yes in the chat, that way we can hear you guys. Can you guys hear me okay? Go ahead and type in yes. If you're watching for the first time, go ahead and type in new. If everybody can hear me, type in yes. And if you're new, go ahead and type in new in the chat. The chat is now open. All righty. We got some new folks. We got some people, yes, so people can hear us. All right, Ms. Rasheeda, we're going to get going here. I am actually going to just defer a little bit to you, Ms. Rasheeda Ali, on the people that are presenting tonight. I can always take this by the horns, but I'm going to go ahead and defer to you. And you have a star-studded lineup tonight. Go ahead and give us the lineup or the agenda for tonight.
All right, Coach, thank you so much. And for the new people who don't know that young man, he is the man. Well, it's two of them that are the man, but that's Coach Greg Hoyt, everybody. And we love him dearly because he's such a great leader and he's definitely a great trainer. So thank you, Coach, very much for opening up. I also want to say hello to my upline, and that would be Dennis Williams and John Hilliard. Thank you so much, guys, for having my back.
Right.
Now, Eddie, I asked you a question and you didn't get back to me, so I hope you are ready to do whatever I call on you to do. You ready? All right, he said, let's go. All right, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our Monday night Zoom. I'm Queen Rasheeda here in Columbus, Georgia. 50-plus year radio broadcaster. I am a person who lost a grandson to violence in the streets back about 3.5 years ago. I founded a group called Granny's Own Guard, I think so that I wouldn't break down. In the midst of all of that, I found the Feel Great system, which is what we will be talking about. But basically, I had found myself when I was working, I retired from radio. I found myself that I didn't have the time that I needed to spend with my family or my friends. I worked on a job that was wonderful. I was the star of the city. I was the queen of the radio airwaves. But let me tell you guys something. I say it all the time. I wasn't a Steve Harvey, and I'm not a Ricky Smiley. I wasn't a Tom Joyner or Michael Baisden, and all of those guys made some real money. I worked and I made money, but it was never quite enough. But I learned how to live on a little bit. Every month, I had more month than money. And I seemed to, just repeat that every month, every month. But then this happened. My health started to deteriorate. I found myself that I was having arthritis. I was tired. I was overweight. I was diagnosed pre-diabetic, and all of this happened. So I thought about it, and I'm going to ask you, would you agree that if you had all the time and the money in the world, that it would be pretty difficult to enjoy without great health? Let me see by a show of hands. Yeah, I'm feeling that. Got to have good health to enjoy that money. If we're going to make it, we want to spend it and we want to feel good. Well, here's some of the things that probably happen. And Eddie, would you be so kind as to tell people of some very, very, very disturbing?
Well, certainly. I thank you for that, Miss Queen.
Yes,
Keep
sir.
in mind, everyone, she's the ruler of this session, and we love her. She is so awesome, and we appreciate you for having us. Here are a few disturbing facts that might be a wake-up call for many of us. Now, 90% of all adults in America are metabolically unhealthy. They have high blood pressure, cholesterol levels are at an all-time high, and over 1 million adults in the United States are currently dealing with or diabetes or pre-diabetes. Keep in mind, heart disease have now become the #1 killer in the world, and childhood obesity is growing at a disturbing rate. Wouldn't y'all agree that we have a serious culture problem?
Yes.
Yeah, I totally
Yeah.
agree.
See,
All right. Yes. Eddie, thank you so much. We don't know about that. And I just spoke it today. 93% of American adults are metabolically unhealthy. So one major reason for this serious health problems is the modern day food environment, which is causing most people today to suffer from something called insulin resistance. Let me say it again, insulin resistance. The two words go together. So let me tell you a few signs of insulin resistance. We got skin tags. We have dark circles around the neck. You may see someone who's telling you they're always hungry or they're feeling tired after they eat. If you got that hardened belly fat right there in the middle there, I think John Hilliard can give you the scientific name for it. Well, it's a sign of insulin resistance. If you're always on a diet, but you find you just can't lose the weight and keep it off, that's a sign of insulin resistance. If you're craving for sugary or salty foods, that's another sign. Migraine headaches, oh yeah, that's a sign. And if you got other aches and pains in the body, those are signs of insulin resistance. Now, let me ask a question. Are you or someone you know dealing with any of those signs? Let me see by raising your hand. And if you guys want to unmute your camera, like Coach said, that would be awesome because then we could see. Hey, Catherine, I see you. Thank you for coming on. Another guest. All right.
Hey, Ms.
But
Rashida,
yeah,
can I ask a question real quick though, if everybody can
yes,
help us out? Let's go ahead
yes,
and do
sir.
a let's go ahead and do a poll. If you're here today for the first time or you're here, been here before, would you go ahead and be so kind to how many people do you know with diabetes or high blood pressure? Go ahead and type in the chat right now. How many people do you know with diabetes and high blood pressure? And then let's go ahead and go to the next portion and we'll come back and get those numbers here. All righty. Who's going to do the
Okay.
business?
All
Who's
right,
going to do the
Coach.
business?
Thank you. So we all know somebody. So here's your chance to count them up in your head and leave them in the chat. All right. Here's the answer, though. The answer could be very, very simple. If we were able to get rid of the insulin resistance, then we could get rid of most of the health problems. And guess what, people? We're going to talk to you about a company and what we do. We have the product that is getting rid of that insulin resistance. But before we go there, let me just go ahead and tell you a little bit about our company. Now, the name of our company is Unicity International. This is the newest facility located in Las Vegas, Nevada. Formerly known as Rexall Drugs, Unicity was founded in 2001 when Rexall merged with Enrich International. In 2006, top Unicity distributor, Mr. Stuart Hughes, who has over 3 decades of experience, became the CEO and owner of the company. Under his leadership, Unicity has become totally debt-free and is also recognized as one of the top 500 privately held companies in the United States. We're currently doing business in over 60 countries and support over 20 languages worldwide. Unicity's sole mission is to make life better. Unicity holds a very strong position within the wellness industry, which is on track to becoming a $1 trillion industry over the next 8 to 10 years, and is predicted to create 10 million new millionaires. Now, with a piece of that $1 trillion pie kind of set you straight in life, let me see those hands. Oh, yeah. Hey, everybody, we are Unicity International, and we are here to tell you some things right now. So, Coach, how we doing so far, Coach? Are we keeping up with good time?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give everybody the opportunity to read this slide here. And
Mhm.
Ms. Rashida, you've read this slide time and time again. And I know you have some very special guests like Catherine and a couple other people that you're already waving at. Why don't you go ahead and read that to them so everyone can, this is very clear about our team. Go ahead.
Okay, if you were sinking, okay, if I'm drowning or sinking in an emotional, financial, or domestic ocean, and you have a lifeline, then please show it to me and throw it to me. Did
Hmm.
y'all hear me? Coach, could I tell it again for the people in the back?
Oh, yeah, let me post that back up so people can see that
Yeah.
again. And everybody can take a screenshot of that. We want you guys to be, this is our mantra here. Go ahead.
Okay. If I'm drowning or sinking in an emotional, financial, or domestic ocean, and you have a lifeline, then please show it to me and throw it to me. Okay? All right, I'm
Yeah.
waiting. Now I
Wow.
got a lifeline. I have a lifeline for somebody, and I want to throw it out there, Coach. Can
All
we move
righty.
forward?
Yeah, I want to make sure everyone understands that right now in the chat, we have successfully, it's amazing, 180 people additional should be on this call.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to understand if we have a lifeline, what you're going to listen to right now, take screenshots of, video record, everything you hear right now is the lifeline for your friends, your family, and your community. So let's go ahead and get going into the presentation.
All righty. So I'm going to ask my partner, Dennis Williams, to tell us about Unimati Tea. Hi, Dennis.
Hello, 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 everybody. Thank you, Queen. Our flagship product is called the Feel Great System. Now, it consists of two powerful food-based products, Unimate Tea and Unicity Balance. First up is the Unimate Tea, excuse me. Now, this tea helps you feel great all day. It boosts your mood and physical performances. It also boosts your mental clarity, helps with brain fog, supports your mental health. It makes you feel good. It's a mood enhancer. It suppresses hunger and cravings for sugary and salty stuff. It gives you 10 times the more feel-good elements found in a typical cup of coffee. And people, let me tell you, when that energy starts surging, you're going to feel great. And it continues and continues without the crashes or the jitters. And it can be enjoyed hot or cold. Now, we have a 5-step process that we put this tea through. It is hand-picked the leaves, we fire roast them, we extract them, we concentrate them, and we have a great purification system. We own the farms, from the farm to the manufactory to the sack it to your bottle. Thank you, Queen.
All right, Dennis. Thank you so much. That's that Unimati tea. Now, he talked about drinking it hot or cold. I like mine cold. It gets to be room temperature and it's still good. That's Unimati tea. Now, if I notice I have another partner that just showed up, Miss Barbara Pierce is a busy, busy, busy lady. Miss Barbara, are you by chance ready to talk about Unicity Balance?
Not right now. I just got in, and I've been on here since the beginning. I was on here before you. I was the one with
Okay.
the telephone number that you couldn't identify. I was driving
Okay.
home, and I was in
All
my
right.
car. And that's the first time I've done it in my car, so it's not programmed. So I was
I
the one
got
with the
you.
telephone number. Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. Well,
I
Barbara,
told John, brother John has already asked me, and I told him I'd do it Thursday. I'll be glad to do it, but I'm just getting in from work. I am so sorry.
all right, but this is what we do. Once you become a partner, you will get called on to help us talk about this. So I'm going to call on my other partner. John Healy, are you in a position where you can tell everyone about Unicity Balance?
Why don't I do that, Miss Queen Rasheeda?
Coach,
I can go.
you got
I'll
it,
go
Coach.
ahead. All right. Okay, fellas,
Thank you.
ladies and gentlemen, guys, gals. My name is Coach Greg Hoyd. I've been on the Feel Great System now for 45 months. I'm going to tell you about my Batman. Okay. Now, the Unimate is my Robin, but this balance is my Batman. Okay. The balance is a 7X technology of 7 different fibers. Okay. You take it as a pre-meal drink. And I'm going to show you an amazing video to show you how to take it as a pre-meal drink. Now, the balance helps you with satiety, helps your cells to be satiated, but it also protects you from the modern day food environment. This system is so easy to take. You take a balance right before you eat, and it actually absorbs the cholesterol, the sugars, the dyes, actually creates a force field or actually a superhero between you and a modern day food environment. Now, I'm going to tell you also that there's so many vitamins and minerals that it actually will cost you upwards of $700, $800 to go to Costco and get the vitamins that are in this product. When you take it, you actually helps you to burn fat easier, controls your hunger, your cravings, and also helps you with a steady flow of energy to your body. Now watch what the balance does as you take it for a pre-meal drink. Let's watch this here.
I'm going to do a demonstration for you. Watch what happens when I mix this with water and then I add a fat or a carbohydrate to the solution. This is just 1 tablespoon of highly viscous, soluble and insoluble plant fiber. This is being removed from the American diet, and it's so critical that we get it back into the diet as soon as possible. So here I have a potato chip. Now this is basically fats and carbohydrates, right? So now notice that when I dip this chip, it comes out completely covered in this gel. It doesn't drip, it completely envelopes the food. What was nothing more than once a potato chip, carbohydrates, is now wearing a fiber matrix as it's digested. This just isn't with a supplement that I'm using, right? It happens with any plants or seeds or vegetables that you would eat that are high in insoluble and soluble fiber. They would also create a matrix in your stomach, helping you digest and helping you eat food properly.
So what we do is we get up in the morning, we have the Unamate tea that Dennis was talking about, and then we go ahead and go into a fasting or a time-based eating, and we actually take a balance before we eat. Now, I'm going to tell you, Ms. Rasheeda, Batman and Robin, I don't care what anyone says, whatever super criminal tries to come up in the food industry, this product protects me from the modern-day food environment. Do it for 90 days. Get up in the morning, have a Unamate, then have a balance and a balance. And then once you get to 90 days, you can go to 1 meal a day and have 2 Unamates a day and 1 balance. But I'm going to tell you right now, in the beginning, because we are in a high carb background, Ms. Rasheeda, you want to take that balance. Now, the balance is actually documented in a medical PDR. And also, this is how we do things here at Unicity. And forgive me, Ms. Rasheeda, if I'm getting a little excited, but I'll go ahead and just finish this off here. I want you to understand we have a 5-step checklist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Easy peasy. And I'm going to welcome our newest distributor, Mrs. Barbara Price, out in the Dallas market. We're excited to work with her because we have dedicated in-house scientists. We have third-party certifications like the National Sports Federation, the Cologne list, so our children can take it, our young athletes can take it, as well as our professional boxers, professional baseball players, professional football players. They're all taking the Unamate and the balance. Because we have 18 products in the PDR, we're allowed to go and brag about the clinical studies at BYU, UNLV, University of Sydney, as well as this is a patented product. Eddie talks about this a lot. No one can duplicate this. We source the ingredients directly from the farms that we own. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, that's a mouthful, but if you take these products, they taste great, they're safe for children, unmistakable, unduplicatable, and I'm going to tell you, once you get going, you're going to see savings like this. $500 a month. You're no longer going to be snacking. Wave your hand at me if you already put down the snack food. Are you already getting rid of the snack food? Let me ask you, is the snack food going bad in your cabinets? Okay? That's the biggest thing now. Now, also, people are saving on antidepressants, anxiety pills, and the system is super easy. Don't talk yourself out of it right now because you're going to go like, well, how do I get it? Well, we're going to show you how to get the system. But first, we want to show you how we can put money back in your pockets. Monday through Friday, we have in-person Zoom meetings online. You don't have to get in your car like Miss Barbara. You can just sit on your phone in the parking lot and listen to this amazing meeting. We want you to bring people to the meeting because once you bring people to the meeting, we're going to show you how to get $10 off every time you refer someone. So just imagine you're using the product and then you help 2 people out. 2 people out is actually $20 off per month. Now, if you do that over 6 months, that's actually 12 people, which is $120 worth of savings. How much does the system cost, Eddie? How much does it cost per month?
System is $159.
So $159 minus 120, you're basically paying less than $40 a month for the Feel Great system. Is that a savings? I think it is.
Yeah.
Would you agree it's a savings?
Yes.
So do I have permission to keep going?
Yes, sir.
All right. If I have permission to keep going, I'm going to tell you, once you get to point step 1 and step 2, you're already a third of the way there from coming into the business. We're looking for distributors to collaborate with us in markets. And what we do is we duplicate. Now, I'm in California. I love going to Georgia. I guess it's pretty good food there in Georgia. And actually, I was in Dallas where Miss Barbara is, and Whataburger. It's my first Whataburger, but I can't be in all these towns. So we need to collaborate and have people in those towns to grow the market, let people know about Feel Great. So with that easy strategy, when you see International, we have an amazing opportunity for you to learn how to get labs back and how to get people healthy. So I'm going to do one simple, solid thing here. If you would like to give a testimony, this is our test. I'm going to show you how easy the system is. I'm going to take one testimony from the floor, and then Ms. Rasheeda, I'm going to show one testimony. So with any of our new customers, if you've been on the system for less than a month, would you care to unmute yourself and let everybody know how you're doing on the system? Anybody? Go ahead there, Ms. Carol. I see your hand up. Unmute yourself and tell everybody what's going on with you in your short amount of time.
Okay.
You're muted.
There you go.
Thank you. Well, my name is Catherine. I'm a friend of Rasheeda. I've been meaning to get online, but at the time you go online, I be with my grandkids, so I never make it. But today I made it. So I've been on it for a couple of months, and I have lost like 20 pounds, but I gained it back because one medication that I'm on, it make me gain weight. So they took me out for it, and I was pre-diabetes. They don't show no more.
Wow.
And I eat right.
Wow.
Thank you.
Now I'm going to make sure I get your name correctly. Is it Catherine?
Yes.
Okay. So Miss Catherine, I'm going to ask you a simple question. What was the easiest part about taking the Feel Great system?
Everything was easy.
Wow.
I'm used to eating food without salt. I'm used to drinking stuff don't have no sugar.
Wow, that is amazing.
I was doing that anyway before I even started on this.
Wow. And carrying those packets in your purse or in your car, has that been easy also?
Yes, I always do. I got me a big ball of mixed already.
That is awesome. Well, everybody.
And one thing, yes, it took my appetite. That was a great thing because I used to get middle of the night eating some, ooh, Lord, sweet. I be craving so sweet so bad. I be about to kill myself at night eating it. But I don't eat sweets like I used to. If I get something, it be non-sugar.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's great. I had to train myself. I had to train my son because he was a diabetic. And instead of me doing what he was doing, I told him, you got to eat right, you got to exercise, you got to do this, do that. So when he went back to the doctor a couple of monmonths ago, no sign of diabetes.
Wow. Congratulations.
He did the hard way.
I love that. She said he did it the hard way. So the system is easy. We want to thank you so much, Ms. Catherine, for coming on and sharing that amazing testimony. Go ahead and just give me a nod. You guys believe that was a good testimony? All right, I see those nods there. I love those nods. All right, let me show you guys one more testimony, and then we're going to get into one more permission. I'm going to ask you one more question here, because this is the permission where we want to get you guys to the front of the line so you can actually know more and more about Feel Great. Let's get this video started here. I apologize for the delay there. I should have had it queued up. But that testimony was so amazing there, Barbara. I had to stop with what I was doing to hear that testimony. All right, here we go. Let's listen up.
This is Chuck Bird from Kansas City. Been on the Feel Great system for about 18 months now, and it has changed my life. And so I encourage anybody who is contemplating, thinking about it, execute. It does work. I was at over 300 pounds. A1C was over 8. I'm down to 4. A1C. Doctors can't believe what's going on, and it's in the packets. Take the packets, it does work. I've went down from 3X down to 1X now, and I feel great.
All right.
Wow.
Nice.
Great.
Yeah,
Wow.
and Chuck is 68 years old. So you look, it's amazing.
Nope.
Skin's healing up and everything. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into our question and answer sequence here. We're going to spend about 4 minutes with you here. So if you're new here, here's our questions. Go ahead and put it in the chat. And then if you want to buy the system, Rob, how can someone buy the system, Rob? Unmute yourself, Rob. If someone wanted to buy the system, how can someone buy the system?
Go back to the person that sent you here.
All righty. What about Amazon? I see it on Amazon, Rob. Should I buy it on Amazon?
No, because you might not get the real deal.
All righty. There you go. You might not get the real deal. Simple, simple, simple. You might not get the real deal. Here's a question I get a lot, Maria. Maybe you can help us out. Should I go to my doctor and tell people that I'm getting ready to take the Feel Great system, or should I not?
No, you should. We do exist on the PDR.net medical reference where the doctors can see that this can also be prescribed, and it has all the studies done on it.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Miss Rasheeda, I got a question for you. I have 6 diabetics in my family. Should I buy just one system, or what's the best practice for me? If I have a lot of people in my family and we want to all get on the system, what might be the best way to get the system?
Well, if you were not who you are, you just the guy that's got all these people that's ill, you get the system and get them to get their own system. When you let someone else get a system, that's going to give you a $10 credit. So every time a person becomes a customer, they get a referral link that they can give to the next person. So the whole family can refer somebody else, and everybody's going to get a $10 credit every month that person is on that auto shipment. You're going to get a $10 credit, $10 credit. I think one of our ladies got her monthly bill down to $30 because she kept getting that referral and giving it out and give it out. And again, when you sign up with this company, you will receive a referral link. So Coach, that's the way I think the whole family could do it. Just get those referral links to working, and then everybody is going to get that discount and be feeling great like me and you.
Well, I'm going to spill the tea, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of people that are in the back are saying this. Why not I just become a distributor and buy a 10-pack for the whole entire family? So what does a 10-pack cost, Miss Barbara Price? Miss Barbara Price, if I were to just to say I want to get my whole family on the system, Miss Price, if you unmute yourself, what does it cost to buy a license and get 10 systems?
Is that Miss Price or Pierce?
Oh, Pierce. I'm sorry, Miss Pierce.
I kept hearing you saying Barbara. I thought it was another Barbara on here.
Thank you for the correction. I stand corrected.
Yeah, so it was 1549, I think it was.
Yeah. Yes.
And how many boxes do you have left?
So I have now 9 because I just got mine, and plus I'm saving mine because I have a lot of tea parties coming up, and I have a mega meet that's coming up. So I'm trying to rationale mine out because I want to have enough for that.
Now, I want to tell you why Mrs. Pierce is smiling so big, and Maria, she's smiling big too, is because everybody wants Feel Great right now. Everybody wants to feel great. So Mrs. Pierce is actually hiding the boxes. You probably shouldn't do that, but people want to
do the same thing too.
Because
when
it's
they
happening.
Go up to my office.
Because it's happening so fast. People, Dennis, how fast did you get rid of your 10 boxes when you became a distributor?
30 days, Coach.
30 days.
Wow.
30 days. And I'm telling you, folks, you're getting your monies back, the $15.49 in 30 days. You never have to pay it again. You never have to have any inventory at your house, only if you want to. And if you keep inventory at your house, people are going to knock on your door. Okay? They're going to go, hey, I need to get a box. So that being said, Another question that we have, is there a side effect of the Feel Great system? Dennis, take that. Is there a side effect of the Feel Great system?
No, coach, all the side effects is probably a good one. You lose weight. I've lost 32 pounds. No shot,
right.
pills, exercise, or diet.
Wow.
Thank
All
you.
right. Here's a question for Eddie. Eddie, how many people there are in your Atlanta area that are just basically sick? Do you kind of have some numbers? Have you done any research on that?
I have, Coach. I appreciate you giving me the answer. In Georgia alone is 1.3 million, but in the Atlanta area, we're looking at right at 200. I'm sorry, we're looking at 32,000 people that are right now sick in this area.
Wow, and that's diabetes, right? Those diabetes numbers.
Correct. That's diabetes.
Now diabetes. So I'm gonna pick on this guy here, Reggie Crocker. Reggie, you were on metformin how many years?
17 years now.
Wait a minute. You're on metformin 17 years. Are you taking metformin now?
Just once a day.
From how many?
Once a day, and then just once a day for I can't think of the word, but just once a day for the whole week.
Wow. And how many were you taking before you found Feel Great? How many metformin pills were you taking a day?
I was taking it twice a day. Twice a day. That's morning and night.
And what do the doctors say when they see your labs now? What do they say when they say this guy is diabetic? He's in Georgia. What do they say?
Well, they told me my A1C was 6 point. My last one is 6.0. It was 6.8 or 7, but it went back down to 6.0. That's the lowest it's been in years.
Wow.
And so I'm gotta go back in May. He's gonna check it over again, and hopefully I don't have to be on metformin no more.
All right, here's my last one, Rob. Rob, you're there in North Carolina, Rob. And Rob, diabetes is how big there in North Carolina?
1.7 million. They spend $17 billion on diabetics.
And Rob, you just had an amazing testimony. We always say, welcome to Team Crybaby. Once you join our team, you're going to cry a lot. People get their family healthy. Rob, what's happened to you, Rob, in the past 15 days, say, or a little less?
In the last 15 days, I got told that my dad's full-blown diabetes has been reversed from a 14 A1C to a 5.5 at 74 years of age.
Amen.
Amen. Wow.
Let's flip the doctors out.
Now, fucking with you. Just imagine if Rob had stopped. Imagine if Robert had just not told his dad about Feel Great. I want you guys just to pause and think about that. Where would Miss Barbara Pierce be, Miss Rasheeda, if you stopped? And what about Catherine? Where would she be if you just stopped?
Yeah. Wouldn't know about it.
Dennis, what if you stopped? Where would Reggie be?
Wow.
And his mother. Folks, if we go back to our statement, if you find someone or you see someone sinking and you have a lifeline, throw it to them.
Throw it to them.
Yeah.
Throw it to them. On this call, this is the same Zoom link every week. We want you to bring 3 people to this call. Ms. Rasheeda, I'm going to give it to you and go ahead and give your guest instructions. Let's go ahead and take us home.
All right. Thank you, Coach. Well, you guys heard it. We're throwing you the lifeline. Anybody who invited you to the call, grab hold of that line, get back with them, and let them bring you on, start you on your journey. It's just as simple as that. If you take the 90-day challenge, it's a win-win situation because you can get all your money back if you have to. You can quit when you want. You get free shipping. And then you get on this great system. Coach, may I share that I lost 41 pounds and coming up on my first year next month. But within 6 months, I had already lost about 20 pounds. I have no more pain in my body, and I'm not on any meds, no shots, no pills, no side effects. And I feel great. And I'm older than everybody on the darn call here. So I'm feeling great. But get back with the person that invited you and get started on your journey. If you want to feel great, this one product is not one for this or one something for that. It's one bottle, 16 ounces of tea and 8 ounces of fiber. Do it twice a day with that tea or 2 balances a day. But if you do it right and you stay diligent with it, you'll see a major change in your body, the way you feel, the way you look. You'll have pep in your step and some glide in your stride, okay? Go for it.
All right, all right. We'll
Thank
take
you,
one
Coach.
last. I think we have one last public service announcement from Mrs. Pierce. Mrs. Pierce, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say that I want to thank my guest that came on. I didn't get a chance because I was in the car, but Mr. Ernest Lee is on here. And I have one that actually left, and that was Dr. Hildaya from Atlanta. She says she'll come back on the next time on Thursday. I just want to thank them for coming on.
Awesome.
Thank
Well, we
you.
do.
Thank you,
Well, I'm
Barbara.
going to tell everyone here: if you found your tribe, if you find your people, welcome. Welcome
Yes.
to your tribe. We're growing at a rapid pace. We are going to be in a couple places coming up here. Our next place, this is going to be in Sacramento, California, this next week. Get back with the person that invited you. That we'll have the flyer available so you can actually visit and come out and send your friends and family to come out to this amazing event that we're going to have in Sacramento, California at the Hilton Garden Inn. And then also, I'm going to put up this slide here real quick, Mrs. Pierce. This is our virtual mega meetup. Okay, what does that mean? All right, what does that mean? What is a virtual mega meetup? Can anybody help me out with that? What is a virtual mega meetup? Why are we doing that? Anyone want to help me out with that?
Well, it would be a Zoomed similar to this one, but it will have a whole lot more people because it's going to be for everybody. If you know somebody, tell them about this link. Share the link with them, give them the ID number, and we all will be on it. How many people are we looking for, Coach? About 500?
500. Yeah. So a lot of our
Yeah.
distributors are just they're doing multitasking during the week, and they don't get a chance to come on during the weekdays. So what we do is we actually have created a once a month. This is our beta, okay? But we really need to get some numbers to see how well this is going to do. We're expecting about 500, so we're going to invite about 2,000. Okay. So with that 2,000, we expect probably a give or take a few that may or may not be able to make it. Let me see if I can get this flyer up here. Sorry for the delay, you guys. Here, there it is. Okay. Sorry about that, Mrs. Rasheeda. That's a little
That's
delay
okay.
there. All righty.
There it is.
So you can take a screenshot. We'll have Grammy Award winning nominee Sherry Moffitt. She is on the product, and there'll be a couple other gospel singers that she's going to actually come on and have be on the product. She's actually a distributor there in the Florida area. Also have Nurse LaVanya Crawford, Coach Jimmy Broombaugh, other of our illustrious panelists you see here. But we're going to have a pretty big, robust group on the 27th. That's this Sunday. This Sunday at 3 p.m. West Coast time, and 6 p.m. on East Coast time. So take a screenshot of that. Get back with the person. Tell your friends and family. This is going to be an amazing meeting. If you are a team member, we need you guys to share it and reshare it and reshare it. And we're glad to have an amazing meeting. All right, we've gone over about 13 minutes. We do apologize for everybody for going over a little bit. But we know that we hope, with your permission, that you're able to move forward. If you want to get the product, it's $159 for a 30-day supply. If you would like to become a business partner, we talk about the business on Saturdays. So get back with the person. They'll show you how to listen a little bit more about the business. If you're already on the product and you're ready to move forward to become a distributor in your market, we'll help you collaborate with that. And we'll show you how you simply, with one click of a couple buttons, you can become a global distributor in 60 plus countries. Also having a one-time lifetime fee of $15.49, allow you to sell in 60 plus countries. And you'll be like Miss Barbara Pierce, hiding boxes for your mega meetup. All righty. That being said, I want to thank everybody for being on the call. I always say heal people, heal people. Until the next call, object of freedom is to free others.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
As my
Nice to meet
headline will
everyone.
say, y'all go and feel great.
Okay.
Feel great with the queen, because
Feel great
it's
with the
your
queen.
time to feel great.
All right.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank y'all.
Bye.
Bye-bye.